Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Hey, you a big grown hulk, 25, 30 years old, you blaming your mother and your father for your shortcomings. Don't you realize that you are now the master of your destiny? And if you as a grown person want to continue to blame the white man, blame your father, blame your mother, blame the educator. I had a bad teacher. I went to that dumb school over there. I was in reform school. I went to jail. I went to here. Every place you've been is school. And if you learn what you're supposed to learn, you come out of wherever you've been with a determination to become your own master. Is this white man, damnable world that cracker built, that no good peckerwood Uncle King, and you steam yourself all up, and what have you done? The white man is still ruling, and you still talking about him. And you can't see that if you don't get a grip on you, the white man will be in power tomorrow, the day after, and the day after. Now we begging the master for what? We want John. We want John. Do you have any John? You mean with all this education we got, we don't have the ability to create a job? We gotta beg our former slave masters to give us what if we united we could give ourselves? Come on now.
Now capitalism demands competition, selfishness, and mean-spiritedness. It demands it. But what do they teach your children in school? Be cooperative. Be cooperative. Take your turn. Don't fight. Don't cheat. Now, everybody engaged in capitalism knows that the motto is win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. And what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the real world that our children live in, not the ideal one that we want them to live in, not this wonderful world that we pray that will come here one day, but the real world that they have to live in. You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work, and when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there.
If the shoe fits, let them wear it.
We are not there. We fade away on them. Somewhere around about 9th grade, we start talking about I can't control him. I can't do nothing with him. Get out of my house if you don't do what I tell you to do. And we abandon them to the mean streets and then cry because they get murdered. Capitalism is not compatible with equality. It is not compatible with equity. It is not compatible with Christianity, no matter how hard we try. The struggle for survival in the United States is the handling of this never-ending tension between the institutional values of race, gender, and wealth, which give undue and unearned privileges and advantages to some so that others cannot compete on an equal basis for the resources of this country. This is the game. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. As Alton told you, politics is the management of the conflict which occurs when groups war over the resources. Resources include money, land, right? So politics is just the passing around of the resources. If you don't have the resources, as Alton told you, you're not in the game. Black people just don't get it.
All right.
We just don't get it.
What up? What's going on, squad? How y'all feeling? We ain't been live in a while, so come on in. Welcome to the Righteous Fear. Keep in mind, we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we not going to complicate that, guys. We are streaming from both channels, and it's all connected. We streaming from the Mr. Goodbread reaction channel, where you have singer Tyrese reportedly goes to jail for child support. You know, that's their lifeline. We're going to talk about that. And also, guys, if you're watching from the Brutally Honest Goodbread channel, we are going to talk about it because it's written, guys. MGTOW, going your own way. Men going their own way is written, guys. It's a divine order from the Most High. You know what I mean? I don't know what religion you choose to take part in, but your leader demands that you go the other way. You do not conform with the ways of this world, and you go see about yourself, because that's all MGTOW mean. MGTOW mean you go the other way, and when you go the other way, you don't just stand over there and look at what you left. You go get your mind right. You go get your mind right, and you good. You know, that's what Romans 12:2 say in our basic instructions before leaving Earth, our human being handbook. Now, I mean, we've been being fancy over here in the Righteous Fair, guys. We have not been reading. We have not been reading as much as we're supposed to be reading. We've been watching and seeing and laughing. We've been laughing like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But we ain't been reading as much as we need to read, guys, to get back to the basics. You know what I mean? So before we get into this tragedy, and this is death, guys, and allow me, guys, I'm gonna need y'all full attention today. I'm gonna need y'all full permission to be brutally honest today, fellas. I'm gonna need y'all full permission. I understand that a lot of us is raised by some hell of a mothers that called us all types of punks and Negroes and this and that and pussies and all of this. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take it there with y'all, but I'm going to trigger some of y'all today. I'm going to trigger y'all today. You know what I mean? Especially some of y'all hopeless romantic dudes. You dudes that y'all just got to follow this fairy tale that been pushed to you and given to you, and you just still have not seen the signs and the red flags to tell you, like, bro, that's not what it is anymore. It's just not what it is anymore. You know what I mean? So a lot of the things that I speak, a lot of the truths that you hear today gonna hurt y'all, especially some of y'all that just, y'all need a girl. Y'all gotta have a girl. You know what I mean? You know? Peter, what up, man? Hit that like button. All right? Don't be one of them. Don't be one of them people that come in here demanding stuff and you don't do nothing, bro. That's the shit I be talking about. Now, what up, Peter, man? What's good with you, bro? You know what I mean? With a lot of us, right? A lot of us men, we got a loser chip programmed in us, and it's not even our fault. And some of us walk around with that loser spirit in us. And that loser spirit will have us hating success, hating winners. It'll have us making decisions that drag us right back to losing, thinking we doing something. Should have us moving things in silence. And then when you ask, what are you moving in silence? It's nothing. A lot of us men. Now, I mean, I'm gonna need full permission today to tell the truth. Y'all know I'm big homie. We come. I break down a modern woman. I could break a bald head roach down, right? But today, guys, I'm gonna need y'all full permission to really, because Tyrese is much like a lot of us, and we let this lust, just take advantage of us. You know what I mean, guys? Understand, guys. We got to make towel. We cannot go conforming with the ways of the world. Drip show, what up, my guy? The drip. You know what I mean? We cannot go conforming with the ways of the world. So let's do some reading before we get into the festivities, all right? Because at the end of the day, that's what make me different. I'm not scared to dig into the human being handbook. You know what I mean? That's how we got to there. Because we don't just do the red pill like if we some genius that just fell from the sky. Bro, all my information that I use to make choices and decisions and get the results that I get. Remember, I'm not telling you to follow me. I'm telling you to follow who I followed to get, if you want the results. If you don't want to win, because again, this go back to a lot of you have that loser spirit. It's just in you. And until you go MGTOW, get to some new information and get rid of that loser spirit. It's like deodorant, you know, it's under you. It's just wherever you go, you're just a loser. And now you don't like winning. You don't like anything associated with winning. You have a eat the rich mindset. Like, look at all the men. Remember, there's two types of men in this world. Look at all the men want to blame Jay-Z for the fact that New Orleans, because remember, when you don't learn before you earn, when you don't learn before you open your mouth, you look like an asshole. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, they make impulsive decisions without having information. And then they keep themselves around other hateful individuals, so they just share a bunch of hateful, you know, because remember, people, they bond because of common enemies. They know nothing about the person that they're bonding with other than who they don't like. They know more about the enemy and who they don't like than they actually know each other. This is why any given season, these two so-called friends gonna be right at it. They're gonna be on social media talking about, I ain't never like you, bitch. And that's how the community be working. That's how the community be working, guys. So let's do some reading to verify, certify, make sure our math always be mathing over here in the righteous sphere, guys. We never too proud. We never too proud to give it up. You know what I mean? Eat the rich. It's an eat the rich mindset. You know what I mean? But we never too fancy, guys. We never too fancy to tell the truth. The truth is love. All right, let's do reading, and then we'll get to the festivities, yo. Because this is crazy, yo. All right, let me move that. All right, guys. Proverbs 6:16 through 19. There are 6 things that the Lord hates. You see? You know how they be running around here talking about, oh, you hate women. You hate. God don't hate. He don't hate. He loving. He's just loving. You know, loving to them means stupid, a stupid fool. You know what I mean? Be more loving. That means, translation, be a stupid fool for them. No. There are 6 things that the Lord despises. Is that better? Do you want me to manipulate the Bible? There are 6 things that the Lord despises. 7 that are an abomination. So an abomination is something that he's just not going to play. That'll land you death. That'll land you death. And some of y'all think if you don't die, like not here anymore, that you're not dying and that you're not dead. And, you know, hell on earth is a real thing. That's a reality. A lot of you guys are living that. You know what I mean? So don't believe the hype. How they tell you an abomination. You know, for those of you that take part in this LBGTQ community shit, That is an abomination off the rip. So you can dress it up. You can play dumb with the cum. You can play dumb with the titty in your mouth and all. It don't matter. You do not get to pick this. And you see how the brat living right now, right? All that science, because the science was able to make her have a baby and all that. All that science, and who win in the end? God still win in the end. God still win in the end. God gonna always still win in the end. So an abomination land you in death. Whether you die or you walk around here like a lot of people not growing. Because when you're not growing, right, you're dying. Anything that's not taking in new information, not learning every day, is not growing. So if you're not growing, then you know what you're doing. And just stay away from me. Because hurt people try to hurt people, and I'll slap the shit out you. Word up. Man or female. Yeah. Because a lot of y'all, way too many people walk around here with the loser spirit in them. And that loser spirit will have you mad at somebody that ain't do nothing to you. Nothing to you at all, bro. You mad at somebody that did nothing, absolutely nothing to you, just because he winning how he's winning. Because everybody's perception of winning is different. Your version of winning is your version of winning. But in any event, haughty eyes. I tell you all of the time, stop liking it because you see it. Know what I mean? A lying tongue. Whew, lying tongue. And I told y'all, it's two types of liars, gang. Remember, some of y'all gonna fall in this category because of the information you was given. You're cursed. You're cursed. 85% of people running around here still with that curse on them because they never shook them. And see how it tie in? Connect the dots, guys. That curse is that loser spirit. If you never go and put some new information in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul, then don't tell me you ain't running around here with that loser spirit, one of them trolls, one of them haters of winners. You are a hater of winner, and you think you slip. You do a very well, some of y'all do a very good job, some do a very good job of hiding it and masking it, but bruh, I can smell a hater. Yo, listen, I know one thing about us Goodbreads. One thing about us Goodbreads, yo. You're not gonna get one over on us, yo. We know one when we see one. You know what I mean? We know one. We know a chick when we see one. And I ain't got that ad-lib. You lucky. You lucky I ain't got that ad-lib. But we know one when we see one. Lion lips, and hands that shed innocent blood. Now, you mothers, y'all having these babies. Y'all keeping these babies, right? Y'all bringing these babies. Y'all deciding, thinking it's a great decision, right? To keep a baby from a half-ass dude, bring this baby into poverty because you have not figured out life yet. You have not figured out the money problem. So you didn't even move on to the life issues yet. You know what I mean? You are cursed. And you decide that it's a good idea to bring a baby into this world knowing you haven't got your shit together. Okay. So that's shedding innocent blood. You do know that. Y'all shed innocent blood. And I go back to what I was telling you. You don't got to be dead to be dead. You know what I mean? Just because your kids is not dead, right? Just because you raise them up and they leave your house and they're not actually dead in a coffin, that don't mean they spirit gone. They spirit shot, mamacita. Mamacita, they spirit done. They spirit gone. So that is shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked plans. Now, teaming up with the government, right? Understanding and knowing that the government is not your God, right? So if the government is not your God, then why would you go team up with this devil and have and devise a wicked plan such as child support when you and that man enjoyed raw, hard D with veins in it together without the government? Let's not forget, yo. Let's stop. Let's stop playing dumb with the cum. You and your baby daddy enjoyed raw, hard D with veins in it. Why do you feel you deserve to get paid now for the feeling of enjoying raw, hard D with the veins in it? How do you feel you get now? Why do you got to get paid for that? So why would you go and devise a wicked plan? Because that's what that is. Feet that make haste to run to evil. Woo-hoo! God, this is in the Bible, y'all. Why they ain't take this out? All this is in the Bible, and y'all be, oh, they did this and that to the Bible, and this. So why they ain't take this part out then? Because this vital. This vital. This lets you know, sir. This lets you know. This lets you know what's going to go on, what's going to happen. This lets you know what's going to happen. Feet that make haste to run to evil. Where do they go? Where do they go to devise the wicked plans, guys? I try to make it entertaining, but these are not my words. These are in your basic instructions, y'all. And I don't just get up here like, fake preachers and kick the thing to. I show you it so you can read it as I read it. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about it today. Don't run. Don't run. You little bald-head roaches, don't run. Don't run. Because we on to you. And God been on to you. And if my brothers and kings learn how to read more, then they'd be on to you too. You know what I mean? Haste to run to evil. A false witness who breathes out lies. And one who sows discord amongst brothers. You know what I mean, guys? It's self-explanatory. Ephesians 6. Let me move it along. Because I know y'all attention span is like that of a roach. You know what I mean? Like that of a roach. Very short. Ephesians 6:12. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers. See, I'm not here to battle and argue and debate with my brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? My white men, my Latin men, my African men, my black men. I'm not here to battle with y'all. I'm going to go deeper because my God, he left my instructions, and my instructions was to go deeper than that. You heard what he said. But against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness. How he knew that this time we living right now was just going to be dark? Because it's a dark time. If you don't see that, you're a dummy, bro. If you don't see that we living in some dark times, some darkened times, then something wrong with you, bro. Clearly, something wrong with you. Against the spiritual forces of evil. I told y'all a million times, this is not, we say gender war, but it's a spiritual war, guys. It's a spiritual war. It is truly good versus evil. You got to understand that. Against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly place. Yes, this is supposed to be a heavenly place, but if you walk around here in a delusion, acting like you want it to be what you want it to be, not realizing the actuality and what it is, you're going to do yourself some disservice. Understand, you cannot sit amongst all this evil, not call it out, and pretend that it don't exist, but then call yourself holy or righteous or, man, you full of shit. Bruh, brother, you're full of shit, bruh. Beloved, never avenge yourself. Romans 12, 19, my bad. Beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord. Remember I tell y'all, that's why I get so triggered when they try to tell me that old dumb shit. God work in mysterious ways. Bro, stop listening to that old stupid stuff that your grandparent told your mother and they repeated so many times, and then you start believing. That's a lie. You heard what he said, right? I will repay. He's seen it, you did it, and you gonna pay for it. He got you. You think nobody saw you. You think you slick. You think you moving foul. You think your baby daddy don't know. God saw you. He saw you, man. Yes, you're not that slick. Romans 12:21. Do not be overcome by evil. God, stop letting this evil, wicked force overcome you because they're the majority. I know. 4 out of the 5 people you hang around are dummies. 4 out of the 5 people you hang around, you really want their acceptance, but they have nothing to offer you but make you feel good. I know. I stop letting evil overcome you, but overcome evil with good. What's good? The truth. Just be more truthful, guys. Be more truthful, yo. And last but not least, got 2 more for you. That's how long it has been since we did some reading. So don't even be mad. Don't even be mad, y'all. We gonna do some reading today. Y'all always come in here looking for the little dopamine hit. We gonna do some reading so that you don't make these mistakes. Cause y'all could watch the dopamine 1,000 times. We could go over the dopamine 1,000 times. You will still make that mistake if you don't do the reading. Understand that, guys. You got to know why you're doing it. You got to know what it is gonna happen when you do that. You got to learn why. Romans 12:19, beloved. Oh, we read that one. What's good? Let's read it again. Beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. Woe, Isaiah 5:20. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. Now, you know, in everybody, there's right and wrong. So we know what's right and we know what's wrong, but the rewards is being given to those that do wrong. So many people have bypassed their biology. Many people have bypassed that because they are rewarding the victims. So many people will call light dark and dark light and light dark and dark lightness light. You know what I mean? And this is sad, but it's written, guys. So we just got to get to the book more. We got to read our instructions more, guys, so we don't make these mistakes. All right. So now let's get back to the Tyrese. I got an interview from, I'm not sure, I think this is one of his lawyers or one of his representatives, but he just spoke while he was down there with Tyrese when he went in. So he spoke. I also got a female attorney that's out here clowning Tyrese, saying good for him and that's what he get, and all types of square stuff that modern women, they love to do when a man is compromised. You know what I mean? When a man is doing bad, death, or when a man is compromised, they love to celebrate. So we do have a lawyer celebrating Tyrese. You know what I mean? So we're going to get to that. So y'all stick around. Make sure y'all hit that like button, both channels. Just tap the screen, double tap the screen. That'll do it for you.
Oh, my phone is about to die. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Give you guys a couple minutes getting here. Let's see if I have a charger around here. Okay. Okay, need a charger. Oh, my goodness. We can't do this. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a breaking news update. I am here live at the Fulton County Courthouse where we are waiting Tyrese Gibson to be released from custody. As I reported earlier on Twitter, the actor singer was remanded into custody today in front of Judge Kevin Farmer's in front of Judge Kevin Farmer today because of a motion and petition to be for Tyrese to be held in contempt for non-payment of child support. When I say non-payment, he paid a partial amount of child support, but the initial order was for $10,690. However, he's been paying a total of $3,500 a month since this past December because his case is on appeal. Yes, Tyrese's case is on appeal, but he's been paying child support. His attorney, Tanya Mitchell Graham, argued that Tyrese would have paid the full amount, but he was unable to because of the strike that was the SAG and writer's strike of last year, as well as he's only done one movie this year, and his income has substantially decreased because of the strike. Well,
And that be the problem, y'all. That's why any of my guys that's not having to go through this yet, make sure you wrap up, strap up, because this is not child support. This is bum ass honey support right here. That's what it's called. This is to support her bum ass lifestyle that she did not have control of. Because right before you allowed her to play dumb with your cum, sir, she was in her mama couch, bro. She was on her mama couch. Mama was footing the bill. Mama was looking at her like, God damn, I wish she start paying something. So she never was legit. She was never too legit to quit. So they come into these relationships with you guys fronting, bro, playing with house money, your money. You know what I mean? Understand that, young guys. She ain't that dope. She is not that dope. I don't care how she make herself out. I don't care how she paint her face. Remember, she broke. Underneath the wig and them eyelashes is a broke chick. Is a broke chick, bro. Because it's funny how when you ask them why my child support can't get spent on my child only, they can't never really answer that with a logical question other than with logical answer other than, oh, that go for rent, that go for you. Ma'am, how are you paying your rent, your utilities before you had this kid? Like, let's really let's stop playing. Let's stop playing, right? Say your rent was $800, man. Before you had this kid, your rent was $800. You had your cable, you had your phone bill, you had all your expenses, and you were paying them, right? You were paying those faithfully, right? So now when you have this kid, now when me and you have this kid, how does all of that stuff that you were already paying go up now, man? How does all that go up now? And why now can't all my child support be invested in my kid, man? Because you good, right? Why do my child support got to be for the utilities and rent and all that if you were already paying? And if you now want to cut my money into your money, what are you doing with the money you slide out on your money on the back end? Where does that go? Like, where does that go? Like, you see what I mean? Y'all ladies got to get around some men that think logical. So y'all can stop making dumb decisions and bum ass honey decisions because y'all stay attracting men that ain't got no sense. Y'all stay up around men and in circles of men that just look at y'all as sex objects because y'all like the dopamine. Y'all like that little feel. It make y'all feel like girls. It make y'all feel good when you around some dumb retarded dudes, right? When you know how y'all do. Y'all keep a pack of retarded Simpsons. You know what I mean? Look real strong, but real retarded in the mind. Y'all keep them Samson dudes around y'all for the dopamine hit. You know, because they'll lie to you. Y'all gotta stop doing that because all y'all doing is taking in intel. Y'all taking in intel about a man that is not true. Because that particular man is just that particular man. A man don't move like that. Then when you run into a man that don't move like that, you talk about he's bashing you. He's not bashing you, man. He's not bashing you. Let's proceed.
His ex-wife's attorney, Mr. Glecken, argued that not only does he have the ability to pay, but he also has spent essentially more than he's claimed to have had. His expenses went up since the strike. So the lawyers argued that, so how's he able to have more expenses when his income had been reduced? So I'm gonna go over some of the notes, ladies and gentlemen. We might be cut off real soon. I'm still in the courthouse, and we have a lack of electricity right now where I'm at. You may see lights, but I don't have a power supply near me. So let's go over some of the things that happened this morning. I saw Tyrese before he went to the courtroom. I did talk to him briefly. I asked him how he felt. I do have footage of that. How did he feel? Essentially, what is he going to do if the judge remands him? And basically, he's like he's going to take it on the chin, pretty much. So we went into the courtroom. I didn't have what you call a Rule 22 to record, but I was there. I was able to take good notes. Something that happened today that I've never seen happen in the courtroom. The presiding judge, Judge Kevin Farmer, requested that everyone's phone goes off, and that's including the lawyers. He told all the lawyers their phones had to go off, everything. Everyone's phone had to go off. And I said, well, the lawyers use their phone, and usually judges allow the lawyers to use their phone. But in this case, the lawyers wanted all the phones to go off. And he might have had a slight reason, because according to the deputy in the courtroom, Tyrese might have been taking a picture of his ex-wife in the courtroom. This is exclusive information. So as I watched the deputy go through Tyrese's phone, and her and him had some kind of banter going back and forth, she took his phone. She pulled his phone, brought it to the podium, and put it there. And then the judge came out, and he said, he read the riot act. He said, listen, if you didn't have a Rule 22, you should not have your phone out. You should not be using your phone. And he was talking about pretty much the people that were in the audience, but he wasn't referring to the lawyers. The lawyers, because lawyers typically are able to have their phones. So I've never known a judge to tell a lawyer she couldn't have a phone unless she was not party to the case. But in this case, they wanted everyone to put their phones away. And that told me that something was big about to happen. That, as well as the extra security that was in the courtroom. There was one officer in, and there was another undercover in the courtroom.
Give it a second, guys.
The law for Samantha pretty much said that not only do Samantha want $71,000 in back child support, but they want interest as well. The interest was an amount of $1,672.23. And the lawyers and
I tell y'all this, yo. Y'all gotta leave Lilith alone, bro. Y'all gotta leave Lilith alone. Wasn't it just a couple months, right? Last year, right? Wasn't it last year around this time when she was trying to get him back? She was trying to get him back. So I tell y'all, they use child support as punishment for the child father. Child support is just punishment to a way to punish the child father, guys. Because just last year, she was talking about reconciling. Now, all of a sudden, she want his money. And she want back support. It's a dirty world, bro. It's a dirty world. So she want payment for them to having unprotected sex. She deserved to get paid. She enjoyed it, but now she want to get paid. You see? That's the reality, fellas. This is what's going on.
They want legal fees. Legal fees total $11,000. So Tyrese wasn't having it. So Tanya, who's Tyrese's attorney, said, Your Honor, we have an issue with this lawyer's legal fees. So Tanya Mitchell Graham asked his ex-wife's lawyer to take the stand. So her lawyer had to get on the stand, raise his right hand, and swear to tell the truth. So then she goes through each line item in the invoice, and ultimately the judge decided that the lawyer wasn't getting $11,000. He granted him $7,500. So there was a reduction. And so apparently, while the judge didn't say that the lawyer was overbilling his client, but he didn't get what he asked for. So I don't know what what that was all about. It was a lot of billing. It seemed like it was extra billing because of the way the lawyer representing Tyrese said, well, if you have your paralegal doing this, so why are you billing for similar work? Really didn't sound too plausible, his explanation, but he tried it, and the judge said, no, you won't be. You're gonna take a cut with this invoice here. In any event, when it was time to do closing arguments, Tanya argued for a client why he shouldn't be held in contempt and willful contempt. It's willful. And then when she was done, Samantha's lawyer started arguing why he should be held in contempt, and basically saying that he's hiding money, he's worth millions, and there's no reason after the judge said.
And I want y'all to know how it don't be about the best interest of the child. This ain't about the best interest of the child, because if that was the case, then you'll figure out how much is it going to take to really logically raise this child and be about that. But now they want to know how much you making and how much like that is the devil. That's the devil, right? All because you don't want to fuck with her. All because a failed relationship. A failed relationship.
Has already told him that he had to make these payments. He's violated the judge's order 3 times. What was it actually 3 times? Tyrese actually appealed the judge's previous ruling and decided to pay only the $3,500 that he's been paying without a court order. But quite honestly, there was an order. It was an order for $10,690, but he was waiting for the appeals court to come back and review it and to see whether or not he actually had to pay all those fees, plus the extremely high fees of close to $500,000 with the attorney fees and other back child support. With that, the judge, and the last thing the lawyer said for the representative, Samantha, he said, well, my client doesn't want, when he asked, what does she want? She didn't want Tyrese, to go to jail. Well, the judge listened to that, listened to both sides, and within 3 minutes, the judge said, I find that Tyrese is will be held in contempt for willful contempt for not paying the $71,000. Let me give you the exact number, ladies and gentlemen. The exact number is $71,900 in arrears, and the interest on those arrears are $1,672.23, plus the $7,500 in attorney fees. So he said yes, he has to pay that, and he's holding him in contempt, and he needs to be taken into custody. Basically, took him into custody at that point. They took him to the back, and within probably an hour or so, I get word that he's making the payments. So he won't be going to Wright Street. Wright Street is where they take you when you're in Fulton County if you are being held in contempt, or if you do something, that they'll take you to Wright Street. In this case, he's a high-profile celebrity, so I don't know where they would have taken him. He couldn't go into population. But he sat on the stand, which I thought was interesting. He says, Well, he said a few things. Him and the lawyer that represents Samantha, they were kind of having some interesting banter. He said on the stand to the lawyer representing Samantha, you on the internet thirst bucketing, talking about he's looking on the internet, seeing whether or not what Tyrese is doing, and it was one time that the lawyer mentioned that Tyrese had did this movie, but it was actually a music video to one of the songs of his album. So he kind of said the lawyer was, basically looking for a pot of gold where there was no gold, and I thought.
And that's because of you, Tyrese. You known to have that girly mouth. You known to have that hell of a sense spirit. You know, that baby boy programming. That's all of you. You played that role so good because that's you, Tyrese. That's you. And Taraji, she played that role because that's her. Look at how their life is in real life. Look at the role they played. Because that movie, Baby Boy, that was the 2000 version of Color Purple. That movie was no good for us. That movie did not paint the black man very well. That movie did not paint the black man very strong. Not strong. So that movie right there, you put that shit by the garbage can just like you put on Color Purple, guys. Understand that. Put that by God. Put that movie, put all of their actors, every single one of them, put that in the garbage can.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says, she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she won't switch in that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
That was interesting. But he kept it more respectful this time, but he wasn't really happy with the lawyer shouting at him or shouting. He said, listen, that you're screaming loud, basically you kind of trigger me right now. He said, I want to leave. I might have to leave. And then the lawyer said, well, you won't be leaving unless the judge says you can, until the judge says you can leave. And I just said, oh my God, Tyrese, you're making this pretty difficult, buddy. Because right now the judge is sitting there. I'm watching Judge Farmer look at him, and I'm like, okay, someone's going to make an example today. And apparently the judge decided to make an example out of Tyrese. The minute the judge said, take Tyrese away, he stood up. He didn't say anything else, just walked off. He didn't say bye, nothing. He just walked off. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So Samantha, as soon as she saw me, she says, to go to the guy from TMZ. I'm like, Samantha, I'm not that guy. But I actually am that guy. But I wasn't that, I actually was that guy today. But she left and she looked, I don't know if I was trying to read her expression after he was taken into custody. And she basically said she rushed out the courtroom. She didn't really want to talk. I tried to ask questions to her attorney, and he said, he's not authorized to talk without his client.
That's crazy. That's messed up, yo. Salute to King Grove. He said, damn shame what brothers have to go through. It's a fact. We got to fight. We got to fight. We always got to fight, boy. We always got to fight. But guys, let's go. Salute to Manosphere Highlight Daily. Oof. Man, yo, these females love to see a black man down, boy. They love to see a black man down. They get a kick out of that. They get a kick out of that.
This is not your friend, and it's not going to be your friend for many, many years. And so I always say, instead of approaching this as though you're divorcing a friend, you need to do it as though this is a business dispute where a business is being split and each of you are going your ways.
And guys, this is why I tell y'all, stop playing these marriage games with these women, bro. Stop playing these marriage games with these women. They out here teaching these women how to get to a bag at your expense. You heard what she said just right? No, DJ, come on in. Come on in, DJ. Are you a child of God, DJ? Do you believe in a God? Do you believe in the God? We're going to answer your question right now. No, without being, you know what I mean? I know you think that black men might be emotional, but no, not all. Not all. But so then say no more, bro. Say no more. You into the right spot. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell. I see you when I see you again, I'll throw you a wrench, bro. Bro, we got white breads over here that fuck with Mr. Goodbread hard because we know that this is a good versus evil war. You guys get killed down there in them courts. You guys get killed. Y'all guys get took to the ringer way more than black men. So we know that. You know what I mean? We know that. You know what I mean? What y'all solution is, though, because I got my own type of solution. I got my own solution. You know what I mean? Definitely know that. But yeah, yo, have a seat, my guy. You in the right spot. You in the right spot. But guys, like I said, y'all heard what she said, right? Y'all heard what she said? Y'all heard what this woman said? Let's play that back. It's a business to them, guys.
This is not your friend, and it's not going to be your friend for many, many years. And so I always say, instead of approaching this as though you're divorcing a friend, you need to do it as though this is a business dispute where a business is being split and each of you are going your ways. You need to ask for everything that you feel entitled to.
They need to ask for everything they feel entitled to. It's a business. They did not build not one thing. Because every time you ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? They say, I am the table. When we already know, ma'am, how are you the table when you was just on your mama couch? You was just on your mama couch, man. We know what you was doing. Don't go shopping in them stores. It's right, lovely Sheeta. Stop shopping in them stores, yo. Yo, we know what you was doing. So what are you entitled to, man? Yeah, I think the man's supposed to prop y'all up and then do everything. The man's supposed to provide. I don't have to bring nothing to the relationship. All I gotta do is pat my face up and look good. And I don't. So if your story getting into this relationship is I don't have to bring nothing to the relationship with the head wobble. Don't forget the head wobble. Then how the fuck can y'all exiting be everything you're entitled to? How? 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 Yo, guys, save yourself, bro. It's nauseating. This shit gets very nauseating, yo. Just hearing them. Just hearing the modern feminists. The breeders. The breeders. That's all it is, guys. These women, they run around here and they call men dogs and all of this all day. They are breeders, bro. They are truly just breeders. You hear her? This is the breeding. This is her breeding contract. Then she run back to her master, to her zaddy, and then share the percentage with him. Like, here, I got him. I played dumb with the cum. Cut it. Cut me half. Cut me in. This is unbelievable, bro.
This is not your friend, and it's not going to be your friend for many, many years. And so I always say, instead of approaching this as though you're divorcing a friend, you need to do it as though this is a business dispute where a business is being split and each of you are going your ways. You need to ask for everything that you feel entitled to.
Tyrese Gibson is back in the headlines, but this time it's for something much bigger, being temporarily detained for unpaid child support. Now, according to a female attorney Simone from the channel Girl, Is That Legal?, Tyrese makes $275K a month, and his ex-wife deserves at least 10% of that for their child.
Tyrese told the court that he earns $270,000 per month but that he feels that he should only have to pay $3,500 a month for child support, even though for the older child that he's not on child support for, he gifted her in the 9th grade with a phantom Rolls Royce. So, or with a Rolls Royce. I could have the model incorrect. Anyway, this man is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He has been arrested. He's going to have to pay the $73,000 it is now to get his behind out or put up a bond because he says he's appealing.
Remember back in the beginning of the video when I was addressing my dudes that got that loser spirit in them? Ladies, this is how the loser spirit look in women. Look at her. She's so highly invested in this shit. Look at her. The loser spirit. She don't want to see no love. Look at her. That's the loser spirit in women. It's deep in her. Listen to her.
The verdict. He feels that she should only have to pay $3,500 a month, which is about 1% of his monthly income. And from that, his ex-wife is supposed to, pay for half of daycare, private school, all of the above, including medical expenses. And this is what he thinks is reasonable.
Attorney Simone and her viewers are claiming that $10K a month isn't enough for Tyrese's child. But here's what they aren't mentioning. Tyrese's ex-wife signed a prenup, agreed to the terms, divorced him, and is now using their child as a bargaining chip.
Exactly, ma'am. Why are we not talking about that part? Like, ma'am, you signed the whole prenup, man. You was that thirsty.
Check out what this woman had to say.
Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we many.
Well, I'm a dumbass, baby.
For the last 4 years, okay, so these people, they married her. The ex-wife is Samantha Gibson. They married Valentine's Day of 2017, had their child a year later. I guess during COVID, she was about sick of his behind and filed for divorce September 2020. Okay. This divorce was messy and it took like 2 years to drain out. Do you know from the date she filed for divorce until currently, this man was only paying $2,236 a month. $2,236 a month. That didn't even include daycare. Daycare was an additional $1,274 a month. And part of his argument is he thinks this is too much money for a 5-year-old, that the baby should get less. Shut up. Oh, sorry. Then drop my little gavel holster. Un momento.
You see what she just did there? This attorney, I'm calling her a clown at this point, has already dismissed any sense of justice. Drop the gavel because she's not worthy of holding on to it. She's clearly not looking for fairness, and here's why. She casually mentions that during COVID, Samantha Lee got sick of Tyrese, was done with him, and left. But why do we always assume it's the man's fault when a woman leaves? She left. She took their child with her. And we're supposed to accept her side without any deeper questions? Let's listen.
That's a fact. You left. I don't owe you shit. Facts.
Listen to Samantha herself.
And my whole goal of that Harley initiated interview was completely taking accountability for my part and how I would have done things differently. And I'm going to go over what those things were. First thing I said was that at the time of certain things, I when I filed, I filed in the heat of a moment. I was very, very hurt. I was very, very angry. I never said I regretted my whole decision. What I did say was I regretted doing it in a moment where I was emotionally intoxicated. If I could take that back, I would.
You don't win when a family is broken apart. I think Jay-Z said this. He's like, nobody wins when the family feuds.
Hey yo,
When
I'm
you
about to
get
eat 20 pounds
lawyers
of hot
involved,
dog with one Pepsi.
and
Hump, hump.
there was a
Let's get it,
therapist that was
baby.
speaking to both me and him, a marital therapist at the time.
Just tell us, y'all like to break the marriage because y'all want to be free. And in y'all freedom journey, y'all just want to do what Shorty on the screen is doing. Y'all want to become a gobbler and just get that dopamine hit because y'all live in themes. So you want it to be your moms, you want it to be a housewife, you want it to be, you know what I mean, married, and you live those out because you got you a simp sucker, and now you want it to be back to the streets.
That when I told him my decision, he was like, when you get lawyers involved, it gets ugly. He told me that. And, I didn't even realize, I don't think I even realized how ugly it would get, and
So then why did you do it? Because the devil know that y'all the most emotional ones out of the men and women. Y'all the most emotional. And when y'all emotional, y'all already the doorway to the devil. So when you get emotional, that doorway, the door wide open. The door as wide open as how y'all be choosing the men. Right, Judge? Right? The door be, tell him, Judge, how wide open it be. It be wide open. So, you know what I mean? Y'all got to learn how to close y'all door. Because y'all already the doorway to the devil. The pathway to the devil. So close y'all door more, especially when y'all emotional. Stop, breathe, think, take a nap. Take a nap, but stop acting off your emotions, ladies. All right?
like I said, if I could walk back in time, sometimes I battle with myself about that. But at that time, I thought I was doing the right thing or the best thing. I didn't know how ugly it could get.
There it is. Samantha Lee, fully aware that she didn't handle things the right way, took their child and made things ugly on purpose. She didn't even try to work things out. She left and hired lawyers immediately. She weaponized her child and made sure the court system would work in her favor. Now, if Tyrese had filed for divorce and kept their child, guess what? The court still would have favored Samantha. The system isn't set up for fairness. It's set up to take advantage of men. Think about this. $2,200 per month for child support for a 1-year-old plus $1,100 for daycare. What else does the child need? Golden diapers? Samantha herself makes 6 figures. She's not broke. She chose to leave. And now she's demanding money for the child she took away from him. If that doesn't scream selfishness, I don't know what does.
We're going to skip this on down to the juicy parts. Premarital agreement. On February 2nd, the parties entered into a prenup. Okay. The prenup addressed issues of equitable division of property and liabilities, alimony, and attorney's fees. The wife, in her petition for divorce, and the husband, in his counterclaim, both pled for premarital agreement to be adopted and incorporated into any final judgment. So both sides says, yep, we want the court to adhere to the prenup. Division of property, that part was fine. That was agreed to. Here's the catcher.
You see how she just brushes over the premarital agreement? This is critical because that document was signed by both parties before their marriage, outlining exactly what each person was entitled to in case of a split. The premarital agreement is the foundation of this case. It clearly states that Samantha isn't entitled to alimony or a big payout from Tyrese's personal assets, which is why she's resorting to using child support as her new target. This is a clear sign that this isn't about supporting the child. It's about securing the bag. She took their child because she knew that that was her golden ticket. There was no effort to resolve things personally with Tyrese because she knows $20K a month for child support is outrageous. But since the premarital agreement blocked her from any direct financial gain, the child became her meal ticket. And by the way, let's not forget, she made sure their child wasn't old enough to express any desire to stay with Tyrese. She made sure the child couldn't talk and say, I want to stay with daddy. This was calculated. This is what no one wants to address. This is the part that women don't want to talk about. How women manipulate the system and play the victim to trap men financially. Now, here's where Tyrese made a big mistake.
It says in a footnote, this includes the wife's claim for lump sum child support from the time that she filed her petition through child. And here's what's really stupid. Footnote 2. It says, although the prenup addresses issues of alimony or spousal support and attorney's fees and expenses of litigation, the terms of the prenup still require the court's involvement, because this dunce of a lawyer added a provision that says basically there's a prenup unless the court decides the prenup is unfair. Boy, what?
Word.
That was a huge.
Wait a minute. Wait, nah.
And you weak men that chase women, you gonna chase them right to hell. Yeah, I got a good wife, but there ain't a woman on the planet good enough for me to chase. I don't believe in running behind no woman. I don't chase booty. If I got to chase my wife, then I'm gonna have to keep chasing her to keep her. The moment you start chasing that woman, you're gonna have to keep it up. And once she see you chasing her, she gonna deliberately do things that make you run her down. I chase God. I won't never chase a woman long as I'm black. And as far as I know, God ain't changing my color. I have no respect for no man that chase a woman.
That's some real stupidness right there. And it sounds like you did that so she wouldn't be offended that you had her signing a prenup. You probably told her that. That's why she going heads in. And she probably highlighted that to her lawyer. Like, look, simping at its highest, bro. This is the... Guys, take notes. Remember, we're going to laugh, but we're going to also learn.
Mistake. Because if it's a prenup, unless the court decides if it's reasonable, then don't you think your wife is going to ask the court to decide if it's reasonable? Because that's what she did here, stupid.
Dummy, yo.
This is where women pull out every excuse in the book to get as much money as they can. I signed under duress. He was abusive. I need to maintain my lifestyle. They will claim anything because they know the system is built to cater to these emotional pleas. And here is Attorney Simone repeating the same tired talking point. Check this out.
Which had not been disclosed. So, and then it says, yet husband presented no evidence wife earned income beyond her W-2 income and self-employment income disclosed on her form. Instead, husband simply argued the inference that wife must have been earning more money due to her spending habits, which exceeded her deposits in certain months. Well, listen, stupid. If she was used to being married to you in a joint household, she and her child probably had certain regular expenses. Perhaps it was a nanny. Perhaps it was daycare, other things that you're not paying for. Again, at this time, like prior to the divorce decree, he was only giving $22.36 a month. The child's daycare was $12.74 per month. Mom had to use that $22.36 to pay rent, furnish it, nanny, food, all of the above. All right, let's move on down.
How was she paying her rent? How was this grown-ass YouTubing woman paying her rent before she had these babies? They can't never answer that question, yo. They can't never answer that. How are you being a responsible adult, and responsible enough adult to where you could go and bust it wide open and play with a penis? How are you paying your rent? Like,
now we're hearing that Samantha had to pay rent. What happened to being strong and independent? Where's all that talk about not needing a man? Samantha makes over 6 figures herself. So why does she need an extra $10K a month for child support? It's not about the child. It's about maintaining a lifestyle she's no longer entitled to. And here is where the hypocrisy gets worse. When the shoe is on the other foot, like when Mary J. Blige had to pay her ex-husband alimony, all of a sudden, it's not fair. Check this out.
Let me just speak. It's so whack right now that men, can come at you and get and get alimony. So when I was getting a divorce, I was like, you mean to tell me I got to pay him? Yeah. And he cheated and he lied and he stole and not to get all petty, but you know what I'm saying? You mean I got to pay him for cheating and lying on me and ruining my life?
See that? When a man has to pay, everyone's clapping. But when the woman has to cough up money, it's suddenly a problem. It's not about equality. It's about control. These women claim to want equality, but when it comes to financial responsibility, they conveniently forget all about that. Now let's dive deeper.
Says in accordance with the child support guidelines, the basic support obligation does not exceed $22.36 when parents earn a combined monthly income of $30,000 or higher. That means that's the base that they use, and then they can add to it. The court, however, has the discretion to impose an upward deviation to attain an appropriate amount of support.
Yo, who the is the courts, yo? Who the F is the courts? And she's sitting there following. She can't follow a man instructions, but she's surely following the courts. Like, yeah, that's she explaining like, not that. That mean, yeah, daddy, because that. Yo, right hand to white supremacy. You looking at them and they so sweet. They wear makeup. You know what I mean? You know, the KKK, they had the hoods. These women, they got the wigs. You know what I mean? Same hood, same mindset under the hood. I mean.
For high income parents, which is consistent with the best interest of the child, meaning do what's best for your kid. Okay. Inherent is the court's ability to consider an upward deviation to child support based on high income to achieve the state policy of affording children of unmarried parents, to the extent possible, the same economic standard of living enjoyed by intact families consisting of parents with similar financial means. Basically, because you're growing up in a single parent home, you should not have less resources than if your parents stayed married to the narcissist.
Yo, you see how that is? Yo, what we the intro when we talked about capitalism, right? How they're taking resources from people that work their ass off, giving it to those people that do not deserve it. Bro, that is what this is about. That is what the war is about. It's about victim mentality against growth mentality. Some of us have the growth mentality, 20% of us, and 80% of us have the victim mentality. Those are our enemies, guys. Do not be scared. It's the majority of these niggas. But they are enemies. Them ones.
Daddy that you got who's crazy, as an example.
Generate sampler. All right, so let's see what happens.
Okay.
So Tyrese is the narcissist, but not Samantha? How does that make sense? She is the one who broke up the family and immediately went to court. There was no conversation, no mediation, just straight to the lawyers. Who's the real narcissist here? Samantha Lee made a selfish choice, and now Tyrese is paying the price. And let me remind you, many women are single mothers by choice. They make these decisions knowing the system will back them. Attorney Simone even admitted that this is all just a business. Let's take a look.
This is not your friend, and it's not going to be your friend for many years. And so I always say, instead of approaching this as though you're divorcing a friend, you need to do it as though this is a business dispute where a business is being split and each of you are going your ways. You need to ask for everything that you feel entitled to.
For women, this is business, plain and simple. We've covered this before on this channel, from books like The Manipulated Man to Men on Strike. This has been proven time and time again. Female nature is to secure resources. And if that means using the court system to extract money from men, they will do it. This is why you should wake up and don't get married. Protect yourself at all times. This isn't just about Tyrese. It's about a broken system that's rigged against men. If you don't protect yourself, the court system will eat you alive. And as we've seen with this female attorney and her live stream, the goal isn't justice, it's money. Stay tuned for more as we dive deeper into the callers and their reactions.
Can't clean. They don't want to work nothing. Niggas that's 31 and over get in relationships with them and wonder why shit ain't working. That's because all young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge their phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
Incredible, guys. So that's what I have for you when it comes to both topics that we discussing, guys. It's imperative that we go our own way and get to some new knowledge. You know what I mean? A lot of us been born into the curse. All right? How you living right now? If you're not living right, and if you don't like your situation, you don't like your circumstance, understand it's because you sat around the people you sat around way too long. And now it's time to uplift your seed from that whack-ass soil and plant it in some good soil, right? You got to make yourself uncomfortable. You got to make yourself uncomfortable, yo. I know we all want to have this perfect story, this perfect childhood, this perfect vision of our mother, all right? But, bro, if we are not doing anything about going to get to some new knowledge for self, know what I mean? For self. We got to go get some new knowledge for self first. We got to learn us before these bald-head roaches learn us and use us. That's what it's about, guys. A lot of y'all run out there, have no self-value, don't know you, and y'all want to mess with the fastest of fast girls. You know what I mean? Then you get yourself caught up in the situation like Tyrese. We got to stop that, bro. We got to stop that. We got to lead ourselves first before we can even want to lead a bitch, bro. We got to lead ourselves first. You know what I mean? We don't get to lead bitches if we can't lead ourselves, guys. Understand that. You know what I mean? And these chicks don't want babies. These chicks don't want families. These chicks want checks, bro. All right? These chicks want checks. So what's the problem? They hold up. They do want raw D with veins in it too. They do. Don't play that game with them, bro. Smash and get back to your purpose, bro. Stop trying to play this cuffing season shit. Stop trying to cuff one of these chicks in that season when you up. Because when we in the season where we down, we ain't got no time for females. It's the season that we up, that we want to play lover boy and Mr. Romance with the wrong bitch at that. Like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, man. You know what I mean? No lie, man. That's what it's about, guys. It's about being responsible, holding ourselves accountable, understanding that we ain't got to go in her store. No matter how good it look, we ain't got to go in her store. You know what I mean? And she want us to go in her store. Her store finna go out of business, bruh, if somebody don't go in there. But we ain't got to be the one to go in the store. You know what I mean? It's okay to let the other man go in there and trap himself in that store. You know what I mean, guys? Word, man.
I used to be you, Mr. Goodbread. I mean, I had him chasing me with mattresses, for Christ's sake.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? But who we got in the house, y'all? Who we got in the house, y'all? Give some shout-outs. On our way is out of here. Salute to the Goodbreads. Both channels. Don't forget, hit that like button, gang. Oh, who we got? Make sure put your location in the chat. You know what I mean? I give you the shout out. And I'll give some wrenches out while we here, y'all. Know what I mean? Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming out. We got one mic, so focused. Salute to you for the inspiration of this video right here. You already know. Million Estate, what's going on? The women you lay with will envy you and compete against you. They curse God for making them a female. That's a fact. They don't. Yeah, they want the D with veins in it. They want a vein in it, guys. They want a vein in it. Lovely Sheeta. Sheeta is funny, man. Yo, Sheeta is funny. Yo, they ain't ready for us. I can chill with you all day, Sheeta. We got Sugar Bum 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 in his house, DC in the house, man. I said one mic, but I say it again. Salute to you for the inspiration for the video. We got my guy Robert Williams. I gotta hit you with a wrench as soon as I get a chance. Legal extortion, you're right. Orlando, love from Florida. It's just, I got something with the Floridians. Me and Floridians just have a weird connection. It's a New York Floridian / Chicago connection going on here that it's just, I rock with y'all. I love y'all, you know what I mean? B-Mo in the building, P&R Connection LLC. He the realest person I ever met from Baltimore, I tell you that. You know what I mean? One mic, New York in the building. Bull City, salute Bull City in the building. North Carolina, salute Bull City, yo. Man, I gotta hit you with a wrench. I definitely gotta hit you with a wrench. Louisiana in the building. You know what I mean? Oh man, perfectly imperfect. Kennard the DJ, salute. Leon L, salute my God, my brother. Man, who else we got? Man, we had the squad Orlando. I know I saw my boy Turnbuckle King Red Carpet Ring. You know what I mean? I seen him. All right, YouTube ain't play me with the notifications. I see CeeLo in the building. My guy King Grove. Can't get it over. We got another DJ in the building. Yes, my new guy. You know what I mean? Okay, Izzy the Dean was definitely in the class. Road to the Pro. That's my favorite white guy. Now I got a favorite new white guy. So I'm just chilling. We chilling. Salute, bro, to the Prizzo. The Drip Show. What up, Drip Show? Peter Jones, what's going on? I remember you, my guy. I'ma holla at you. We got Deneen, the Queen, from my Cuzzo channel. Y'all make sure y'all get on over there to Eat with Tamika. You know what I mean? Great channel, guys. Great channel. And we got my guy Floss, OG Floss in the building. Salute, my guys. Salute. Much love and appreciation, yo. That's how you show love, and that's how you supposed to support real content, guys. Y'all clearly see YouTube playing. They playing with us. But y'all continue to come to the channel. Make sure you check from time to time. Make sure YouTube didn't unsub you, because we down on views, we down on likes. Our numbers is down, guys. That's why I haven't been going live like this as much. I just been hitting with the videos. But when we do go live, man, try to make sure you like, share, do what you got to do to keep it relevant. Because, you know what I mean, I ain't in the business of wasting my time. I understand the value of an hour, and that's what I just try to get y'all to understand. Your hour, every hour, you got to put a price on it, because your attention is priceless. People trying to drain your attention all day. So if you're going to give something your attention, make sure you getting something back, quality for it. You know what I mean? Because every single hour you spend in a day, you should be gaining something from that hour. It don't got to be money. You know what I mean? But you should be gaining something, and knowledge is power, guys. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Just learn, learn, learn. Always be accepting of new information. You ain't got to believe everything you hear, but you make sure you go put the research to it. Don't let it sit on your conscious mind and feel good, and then it get pushed back. That's your Holy Spirit you're playing with. And y'all need to clean that. That's where that hate lie. You know what I mean? That's where that hate lie. I told y'all in the very beginning, some of y'all got that in y'all. Get rid of that. Don't walk around here with that. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. We out of here. I have nothing prepared on this channel. Like, I don't even have an exit. Like, that's bad, yo. We doing bad on this channel, yo. We doing bad on this. Oh man, all right, y'all. Fuck it. We just going out. We going out on some struggle streaming joint. How the modern woman do it? Sugar Bum, this how you do it, right? Y'all be looking crazy on them joints.
The baby mine or not?
Stand right where you standing.
I told you, I knew it was mine. 100% positive.
Miss Sanders?
That's the reason why I
and he asked me if he could see my baby.
Why would I take care of a baby that's not mine? Why would I visit a baby that's not mine?
Look how pretty my baby is. How can you deny a pretty baby?
I don't care about the baby being pretty. I care about if the baby mine or not.
Why
I
would you
take
wait
care of
this
my
long?
responsibility, not another man's.
Why do you doubt this beautiful baby is yours?
The first thing is the green eyes. No one in my family has green eyes. May I show you, Your Honor?
Yes.
Starting with my grandparents, my grandma don't have green eyes. My granddaddy don't got green eyes. My mama or my daddy. Her either, obviously. Me, I definitely don't have green eyes. I'm trying to figure out where these green eyes come from that's on this baby. Because it ain't my family. And
Okay,
I'm looking at them, it ain't their family either.
Well, maybe Miss Sanders has green eyes
When my
and that
grandmother
genetic
first
trait in
seen-
her family.
When my grandmother first seen Caleb, she said, those are my father's eyes. You don't know what's down in your gene pool.
He probably got brown eyes too. You ain't seen them.
What are the other reasons why you doubt this child is yours?
Because it's constant stuff coming up with Karen. Like all the time. Like
What do you mean? Explain. Mr. Brady, you are not.
I told her that was my baby, Your Honor.
Sit down.
I told her.
Sit down over there. Stand right where you standing.
I told her, Your Honor. I knew it was mine. 100% positive.
Miss Sanders, he said he was positive.
So who the
I don't
other
understand.
possibilities?
I really don't understand.
So it's not your ex's, it's not his.
It was no one else. It was no one else.
Had to be.
It was no one else.
It has to be somebody else.
Gotta be somebody.
It has to be one other person at least. Obviously, you have some thinking to do. Because there is at least one other man. With him, you don't know which one is your child's father. You sleeping with him and you were sleeping with him. You don't know which one is your child's father. Were you sleeping with somebody else too?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Think about it.
I don't have to think about it.
A few moments later.
Mr. Gregory, you are not his father.
Lord Jesus.
Mr. Boston, you are not the father.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Miss Murphy, do you know who this child's father is? Thank you.
Freak ass nigga, he have 69 guns. Freak ass nigga, he have 69 guns.
I'm going to work. You know the days and the time I go. They told me you wanted me to pop the fuck up. That's what they told me.
That's Come on, man. This is bullshit. Come on, Ed. I know you lying, man. What should I be talking about, man? Crazy ass. Man, this is some bullshit, man. That's why I left this stupid ass alone, man.
Will somebody look at how ridiculous this woman is being? Now, why are you bringing my son on my date? Hold up. Hold up. Jewel, come here.
Dude, you really thought you was about to enjoy your date on my kid-free weekend?
What's wrong with
you? What the f*** is wrong with you?
And how did you find me?
Find my iPhone, you stupid ass. You
Man,
still
I
on
cannot
my
get off that damn phone.
Yeah, you
plan,
should
man.
get off my phone plan, you broke.
Why did you?
Because I'm going to work.
Hold up. You had to call
You better move out. I don't have a babysitter. The f*** I do. I'm looking at him right now.
Man,
Move
I
out
think
my
you
way.
forgot.
No, I ain't forget
Remember,
shit.
you came back on Tuesday and picked them up when you were supposed to be back
That
on
don't count,
Sunday.
Monty. That don't
Yes,
count.
the hell it
You
do.
know it don't count. I'm going to work. You know
I
the
didn't
days
answer my
and the
phone, I should have told you I was busy.
They told me you wanted me to pop the f*** up. That's what they told me.
That's fine,
You
and I
keep
can
playing
finish
these
my
games. Yeah,
stupid
you
ass
nigga.
man. Look at my son.
Yeah,
Crying.
that's
You
your
ain't
son.
even got
No, son is crying
Baby
because
seat
you
in the
don't
back
want
of this
to watch him. You want to be on a date. First of all, hey, let me let you know something about this. Got no
Talk
money.
to her.
He nothing. He don't care.
down.
None of
Shut
his kids touch me.
Take your somewhere and get this
They
car
could,
torn
yeah,
up, man.
yeah, I'm
Fuck.
about to leave. That's what
I'll
I'm
be
about
whatever
to.
you want me to
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
not taking
Okay.
them
I'm not gonna take him, okay? And if you don't take him, you never gonna see him again anyway.
That's fine.
So yeah, that's fine. Well, it's
Have a nice
fine
day,
because
man.
you just want to go on
Come on,
dates.
Eric.
That's all you want to do is go.
Show the do. I'm sorry, man. Come and get my son, man.
You want to take him. You started crying because you don't want to.
Put him in that, man.
That's why they put him in
I'm
there.
not taking
Come
him.
closer and see him.
Oh,
Come
be
on,
with your
baby.
stupid ass, man.
Come on, baby. Good. You can get back to the you
Crazy
stupid
ass.
And you know
man.
why he crying? He crying because his daddy don't want to.
Crying because you a stupid ass, crazy ass, man. My son out here worried about this shit. All these people see this shit. Yeah, because you me.
Yeah.
Don't blame me because you couldn't pass school.
You can record whoever.
What's wrong with you, man? High maintenance ass can't even afford to know, but want to live like they 5-star top 10. And you get the from around me, man. Tripping.
Yeah, they're tripping.
Man, you seeing this shit?
Don't ask for nothing. She ain't got nothing to do with it.
Man, get the from around this, man.
Yeah. See your ass.
Crazy ass.
His day, you never gonna see him again until his 18th birthday, mother.
I hear you keep talking. Crazy ass. I should go on my date. Hell nah, I got shit to do today. She just talking that crazy ass talk. She know good and well she not keeping my son away from me. Man, I hope all the rims fall off that man. Crazy ass. Man, I'm so sorry, Melody. You shouldn't have had to go through that, man. Excuse my language too, man.
She always like that.
Man, that's how she always